Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ben back here again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing kind of like an op tips video, but just kind of like based off of things that I've kind of learned through playing. I'm only a DMG rank at as far as my MM rank goes, but um, that shouldn't really take too much effect on the things that I say. Um, I want to apologize first. My nose is kind of stuffed up a little bit, so if that kind of comes through, sorry about that, but I've been sick for like 2 weeks straight. Um, but yeah, I'm only a DMG, but again, that shouldn't really take too much effect on the things that I say. Um, I do want to kind of go over like opping aggressive on B because I found a pretty good way to op aggressive on B as far as cash goes, not really on other maps, but this is cash is pretty much the only map that I really like to go aggro on B. But if you have any comments and or tips, just put them down in the comments below. I'll be sure to check them out. So the first thing that I want to talk about is holding an angle like this at truck. So a lot of people like to place their crosshair right here and wait for the people to run out and walk into the crosshair, then they'll shoot. Um, that's something that you can use in certain situations, but a situation like this is not really the best. Because when a person walks out of A main, they're gonna check quad, sight, and then peek truck. Now, if I have an op, I'm gonna peek kind of close like that. I'm gonna double scope in and peek close. And if you are sitting here pre-aiming like this, waiting for somebody to run out, and an opper peeks you right here, they have the immediate advantage, and they already have the peeker's advantage anyway. They already have the immediate advantage, so you want to keep your crosshair right here. And when if somebody does run out, flick to him and kill him that way. But if an op peeks you here, you have the advantage. You can kill him easily. So that's one thing that I have learned. Another thing is that playing off angles, even like something like this, is very, very effective. Because once you've played truck for a couple rounds, they're either going to start smoking you or something like that. But if they don't start smoking you, which they should, um, they're going to come out pre-aimed anyway. This is a very common pre-aim spot. They're going to come out pre-aimed here. And if they expect you there, that's what they're going to pre-aim at first. And so if you're playing even an off angle like this, they aren't going to expect you here and you'll have the advantage. You can even come out here, hold kind of a tight angle like that if a guy likes to slow peek with an op. But even just something out in the open like that will work very well. So changing up your position works quite a bit. If you have a smoke, or if you have a teammate that wants to watch blue door, you can do something like this and hold this angle. Just make sure that you do have somebody watching highway covering your ass. But this is a pretty good angle to hold as well. You really want to practice your flicks with opping because that is something that really helps you in those situations. If you're not comfortable with flicking, then I guess you could do this type of pre-aim spot, but again, it's not really that effective because if they peek you right here, you got to flick to them anyway. So yeah, that's that. As far as holding mid goes, let's see, let's go here. Just it's terrible smoke. I don't know why I underhanded it, but smoke main off, and then you can keep your eye on boost. And if you have a teammate over at A who still has a smoke, you can have him re-smoke it. If not, then he can come up here to white box and watch main for you while you watch boost. If you have a team with no headsets or mics, then you might just want to watch main and peek boost every once in a while, kind of peek out like that. But I like to take pop shots through the garage door as well. That's just kind of how I hold mid. Just pop a smoke there, watch boost, usually from this angle, so I don't have to cross all the way back over if I want to cross. But yeah, that's how I hold mid. I try not to hold mid that much. I don't know. I really like holding mid. This is what I do when I aggro B. Come out of spawn, pick up my flash, throw a flash there, pick up my flash again, pop a flash off of there, peek with it. That's how I like to aggro B. Sometimes I won't throw that first flash. I'll either have a teammate flash for me or something like that. But I'll run up here and I'll do this pop flash right here. Oh, that failed, but you get the point. Peek with that, and then if there's a lot there, you can fall back to here, throw another pop flash out, and peek with that. And it works actually very well. I kind of live by that play as far as B goes. I don't like to sit a headshot box, even though you can. It's just because they pre-aim the spot right, like when they come out, they're gonna look at CT, and then boom, headshot box. So it's kind of a terrible angle if you miss your shots, but you can also play something stupid like this, just a really off angle. I like to do these kind of weird angles because they don't expect it and you can catch them off guard like that. I don't like to play the same spot twice in a round, even though I probably do a lot. But I don't really like to play the same spot 2 rounds in a row. This also works for M4s pretty well, that strat. Give weapon for A1. So if you want to take an M4, and if I have an M4, I usually flash that as I fall off the balk, because I'm not gonna fall back to checkers box and do this peek, especially since the other team will probably have an op. I'm not gonna do this peek on the toxic barrels. If I do fall back to here, I'm just gonna wait until they come into checkers or come through the vents. And I'll probably do like a flash like that. It's not really a pop flash because they can see that coming from a mile away. You could do something like that and come out, but I don't know. I feel like this flash works most of the time, since when people come through here, they're not really looking at this back checker box unless they see you, and so they're gonna be coming out peeking like this, and they aren't really gonna see the flash come out of nowhere. You can always bounce it up high like that and peek out, but that's about it. That's how I like to play B and A. I never really like to play on site with an op or quad. A lot of teams molly this off, they molly that off, they nade the hell out of this spot. So if I'm playing site, I'm playing something either like this, kind of like that, or a little bit passive, or I'm watching blue door, spamming blue door a little bit. Even something along these lines. I try not to play forklift, or I'm up on cat. That's one of my more favorite spots to go is up here on cat. Just one of these angles, because if they come out looking at cat, you should be able to catch them pretty easily. Kind of a death sentence right here, to be honest, because you can't really fall back, but I do like to play that spot. It catches a lot of people off guard, especially on ecos. So yeah. Also, if you have an op, let's go. Alright. So if you come up here, if they're taking mid control, you can come up to this spot. This is a like really weird angle. Hardly ever see teams check that. Flash out, peek with your flash, and boom. You're kind of exposed to this angle. If they have an op, they'll probably be up here at sandbags. But you can catch them as they come out of mid. So if you're opping truck and you have somebody watching mid and they call mid, run up here. Let's see, grab a flash. Boom. Peek with it. So that's how I like to play cash. I know I've ended this video like 3 times so far, but that's it. That's how I like to play cash. And yeah, that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you in the next one. Again, if you have helpful comments, please put them down in the comments below. Try to avoid being like, yo, this video is terrible advice. Just tell me, like, you know, what I did wrong, at least, if you're gonna say that. So That's it, guys. Have a good one. Talk to you guys in the next video. Let me know what maps you want to see, and peace out.